House does not become House when the blood clot forms in his leg. He becomes House when the surgery is over. That is the verdict, not when the pain starts, not when the diagnosis is missed, not when he picks up the cane. The moment that destroys Gregory House is the moment he survives. The surgery keeps his leg attached to his body, but it tears out the last version of him that still believes intelligence can protect a person from helplessness. And the most disturbing part is that he knows it. That is why he hides the story. Not the limp, not the pills, not the scar. Those are visible. Those are manageable. Those can be turned into image, into myth, into armor. What he hides is the meaning. What he hides is that the defining event of his life is not a medical tragedy. It is a defeat so complete that for years he can only tell it by pretending it happened to someone else. This is not a fan interpretation. This is the evidence laid out in plain sequence. A man goes golfing. His leg starts hurting. Doctors dismiss the pain long enough for the muscle to begin dying inside him. By the time they understand what is happening, he is given 2 real choices and 1 fantasy. Amputate the leg, risk a bypass, or lie to himself that he can preserve the life he had before. He chooses the lie. The woman he loves takes control while he is unconscious. The dead muscle is cut out. He lives, he limps, he hurts every day. He becomes addicted. He becomes crueler, harder, more isolated. And years later, when he finally tells the truth, he still cannot say it straight. So the question here is not what happened to his leg. Everybody knows what happened to his leg. The real question is, what kind of man would rather spend the rest of his life in pain than accept that somebody else was right? And what kind of system produces a doctor so terrified of losing control that even being saved feels, to him, like mutilation? Because once you see this story clearly, the cane stops being a symptom. It becomes evidence. And before you decide this is just backstory, ask yourself something much harder. If the worst thing that ever happened to you was also the moment that proved you were not in control, would you spend the rest of your life healing from it? Or would you spend the rest of your life making sure it never happens again? House chooses the second option, and that choice poisons everything.